Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well today. And today we are going to discuss about difference between continual and continuous improvement. I'm sure a lot of you have heard both of these terms, but we seldom know the difference about it, right? So let's talk about the importance of improvement first. Before discussing the difference between continuous and continual improvement. Now, improvement honestly is the heartbeat of progress, fueling our journey towards greatness. Every step forward that we take, no matter how small, strengthens our foundation and prepares us for bigger challenges in life, be it in our personal or professional life. The pursuit of betterment transforms obstacles into opportunities, pushing us to grow beyond our limits. Now, stagnation is the enemy of potential, while continuous growth keeps our vision alive and thriving. So embrace the process of improvement, for it is the pathway of becoming the best version of our own self. As I said, be it in our personal or professional lives. So today we'll understand this thin line and this difference between what is continuous and continual improvement, and how the balance of both helps us to thrive in life. So let's get started. So let's first understand about continuous improvement. What is continuous improvement? Now, continuous improvement is the ongoing process of constantly seeking ways to enhance performance, efficiency, and quality in any area of our own personal life or business, the workplace where we are working. It often involves making small incremental changes that leads to significant long-term results, with a focus on maintaining steady progress without stagnation. This approach often encourages individuals and organizations to regularly assess their actions, identify areas for enhancement, and quickly implement solutions. Unlike one-time fixes, continuous improvement is a mindset and a commitment to evolving and adapting and refining every process, product, or behavior, ensuring that growth remains uninterrupted and sustainable. It often fosters innovation, resilience, and a culture of excellence. Now, as you can see on the screen, continuous process is a cycle where you constantly keep on improving things in your daily life, be it in your personal life or professional life. I will also discuss few examples in a while of continuous improvement. And as you can see on the screen, it is a straight curve going upwards without any hurdles or break. It is a constant and continuous cycle and a thing that you keep on moving ahead. So it's a straight curve which is going upwards. Now let's take an example. Let's take an example of a IT company, for instance. If you're working in an IT company, or if you're someone who is running an IT company, let's take an example of software development. The software development team continuously often refines their coding practices through automated testing, continuous integration, and deployment. Now, this is continuous improvement. Now, they quickly adopt the latest development tools, resolve bugs in real time, and keep enhancing the performance of their software. There's never a break in this. They always in an IT company seek ways to improve the quality and speed of releases, and it's a constant process. Talking about customer support in an IT company, the support team continuously monitors feedback, uses data analytics to predict and address customer concerns proactively and very promptly, and enhances support ticket response times. We often see even in a user interface be it in Amazon or any such kind of websites that we operate, they generate a ticket through which they give us response in 48 hours of our complaints that we do in those services portal of those kind of websites. So those are continuous improvements that they keep on making. They constantly update FAQs, which is frequently asked questions, troubleshoot issues before they become significant, and implement that in real-time chat support tools to respond to clients instantly. Talking about cybersecurity in an IT company, the company often regularly and continuously monitors security protocols, updating firewalls, antivirus software, and security patches without any gaps. Unlike continual improvement, they do not wait that the virus to come in their system and the system gets crashed and then they improve certain things. They ensure that through that continuous improvement, ensure that there are no viruses in the system, so that the end customers or clients who are the users do not face any issues at any time. So it's a constant thing. They ensure the security patches without any gaps, ensuring that the system is always protected. And there's no waiting period or downtime in improving security measures for an IT company. So basically, in continuous improvement, the focus is on constant, seamless advancements without interruptions. We can also, apply this as in our real life as well. We can take example of continuous improvement in our real personal life. For instance, in terms of time management, constantly refining one's daily routine by eliminating time-wasting activities, optimizing productivity tools, and finding new ways to be more efficient. This involves regularly analyzing performance and making adjustments to ensure the process is never stagnant. For example, setting a social media time that I'll not use social media for more than 1 hour, which again in today's time, while we are so much addicted to reels, is a difficult process. So that is a continuous learning. It is a continuous journey. It is a path of continuous improvement that we make very mindful efforts, conscious efforts on daily basis to monitor and track what are our screen time, what is our social media usage time on daily basis, and keep on tracking those things. Talking about learning, continuous learning, committing to lifelong learning, where you are continuously exposed to new knowledge or skills, such as staying updated with new technologies or trends in your profession without any prolonged breaks in the learning process, is an example of continuous learning again. In terms of self-discipline, again, it's a conscious and mindful effort that we do, constantly pushing ourselves to stay disciplined in habits like waking up early, healthy eating, or maintaining relationships, where the individual is always in pursuit of getting better and better without any lapses. So basically, as I said, continuous improvement is all about constant, uninterrupted growth. In continuous improvement, the focus is on constant, seamless advancement without any interruptions. Continuous improvement is not a one-time change, but an ongoing, consistent, proactive effort to enhance service quality, employee skills, and workflow efficiency in the workplace always. Now let's talk about continual improvement. Now, continual improvement, as you can see on the screen, is not a straight curve, but a person is climbing one step on the ladder at a time, not a straight curve. So continual improvement is all about that you identify a gap at times, and then you start working on it, and then you move ahead one step in that ladder, be it in your personal life or professional life. Then again, there's a break, there's that constancy. While you have already set a process and you're working on it, again you identify a gap, or you identify a change that you have to implement it is a sort of a agile kind of a process, the continual improvement, where you are not constantly improving on a daily basis, but often whenever you identify a gap, or maybe you face a downfall, you face a problem, or you face any uncertainty where you are bound to change the pattern, the way you are working, that is a process of continual improvement. So continual improvement basically is the process of making incremental changes over the time to achieve a long-term process. It involves identifying areas that need enhancement, setting small specific goals, and steadily working towards those goals in a structured and systematic way. Unlike continuous improvement, which is constant and uninterrupted, continual improvement happens in stages, as I said, with pauses to assess and adjust efforts along the way. This approach allows for reflection, learning from past experiences, and making thoughtful adjustments. It encourages individuals or organizations to strive for gradual progress, making consistent advancements while maintaining a focus on sustainability and growth. If you are an organization who operates with a baseline of international standard organization like ISO 9001, 14001, 45001, and so on, basically focusing on quality management systems, then I'm sure you have heard a lot about continual improvement and continual process, continual learning. So the focus is all about identifying gaps, creating a system where you can rectify those gaps, and you can work on those gaps to mitigate those gaps. So let's take an example of an IT company again, that how the continual improvement in an IT company can look like. So again, the software development process, the team may start by implementing small improvements in their workflow, such as adopting agile methodologies. Agile methodologies often are interrelated with change management. Whenever you find certain things that you need to change, you start working on the methodologies and reworking and reshaping those barriers. Now, over time, they might refine the sprint planning, improve code review processes, and introduce new tools for version control. And that's continual improvement, because each improvement is made gradually but consistently over months or years, not on daily basis. Talking about client communication in IT company, initially the company might decide to improve client communication by introducing a weekly update system. Later they may implement it on quarterly feedback surveys, and over time automate status reporting through better project management tools. Talking about employee skill development, the company encourages continual learning by offering monthly workshops or online training courses for its developers. Over time, the employees build new skills, and the company gradually adopts to new technologies like AI, blockchain, or cloud computing. The company adopts periodic changes like agile workflow, client communication strategies, and employee training to slowly improve over time. So that is continual improvement. And as I said about continuous improvement, that we can implement these things in our personal life as well. So talking about continual improvement in our personal life, maybe we identify one day that I need to improve my physical fitness. So we might not be doing it on everyday basis, but once we have identified it, setting a goal to improve fitness by committing to walking 30 minutes every day, then gradually increasing it to 45 minutes over time, or adding strength training later on, and eventually working towards more and more complex fitness challenges like running a marathon. Those are examples of continual improvement, something that we might not be doing I suddenly had that realization that, oh, I have gained 5 or 8 kgs of weight and I need to start working. And gradually I make that process, I make that system that how will I work on my physical fitness to achieve that goal that I want to achieve. That is continual improvement. We can apply the same concept in our mental growth as well, like learning a new language or skill by dedicating 15-20 minutes daily to study or practice. Over time, the individual will reach fluency through consistent effort. Also, we can apply the same principle in our emotional intelligence as well, like practicing mindfulness or journaling each night to reflect on daily interactions and gradually improve one's self-awareness in emotional regulation. As I said, there's a difference between continuous and continual improvement. So continual improvement is, first it starts with identifying the gap. So you cannot mindlessly keep on journaling that, oh, today I woke up in the morning, I brush my teeth and try to write the same routine every day. That's not journaling. In terms of continual improvement will be about that identify a gap that recently I have realized, for instance, hypothetically, that when certain kind of circumstances arise in my life, I am not able to channel my emotions in a normalized manner. We are humans, so it is normal to feel all kinds of emotions, including pessimistic emotions like anger, aggression, frustration at times. But as humans, feeling is normal, but what we do after feeling is upon us, and that involves a lot of continual improvement. So if I'm not able to channel those emotions, I can perhaps write a journal, maybe on weekly basis, that what were the incidences that happened, circumstances where I would have reacted in a better way despite of feeling pessimistic. The control of my behavior was on me. So there comes a play of continual improvement, and then we can gradually make improvement on those once we have identified the gaps. So continual improvement is all about gradual progress. In this continual improvement in terms of workplace, the company makes gradual structured changes, assessing progress at each step and steadily moving towards larger goals, be it departmental wise, process wise, employee centric, or in terms of our individual designation. The improvements are always incremental, allowing the company to reflect and adapt through the processes. So that's what is continual improvement is about, which varies a lot from continuous improvement. So the main difference between continual and continuous improvement, as I discussed, the continuous improvement, as you can see on the graph on the screen itself, that continuous improvement is a straight line, a straight curve, which is a constant process, a everyday learning that we do, and it keeps on going up in a straight line. And while continual improvements is not a straight curve, it's not a straight line, it's not an everyday thing, but once you identify the gaps or you need to make any changes, be it in your personal or professional life, once you identify those areas where you need to work on and optimize the process or make it a system, then you work on it and you move one step ahead in your personal or professional life. So it's kind of one step at a time that you climb on a ladder, and that's the difference between continual and continuous improvement. In terms of real life application and reflecting on your personal life and professional life, here's what you can do. In terms of your workplace organization, conduct internal audits on quarterly basis and identify the gaps on quarterly basis or maybe once a year. It can happen departmental wise, or it can you can do that audit, you can identify gaps, do the risk assessment on quarterly, half yearly or yearly basis within your team, within your own core department itself, or you can conduct, because all departments are interconnected with each other, and that's how the organization operates as a whole. So identify those gaps, starting with your own self at work, then your team, then your department, and then the organization as a whole, be it subjective to any topic like sustainability, or safety measures in your workplace. If it's a manufacturing company, the culture of the company, you can identify gaps. Conduct different kinds of surveys. Do that. Identify that. You can start with applying things like identifying that what is already being done. So what are the things that you are doing in terms of continuous improvement in your workplace, in your daily life, and what are the things that your organization is applying as a part of continual process. Identify that difference, and then make a structure that over a year what you can do as a part of continuous process and a continual process within your organization. And again, you can apply the same principle in your personal life. Identify what you are doing in terms of continuous improvement and learning in your personal life, and what you are doing in terms of continual improvement. Because not necessary that you can only apply these things and you will start doing it today because you have this understanding today about the difference between continual and continuous improvement. I'm sure you have been doing this both in your personal and professional life over the time. It's just you might not have been able to identify the difference between the two. So identify the graph of your own personal life, that you are a continuous learning person or a continual learning person. Talking about my own personal life, whatever I have analyzed so far, the pattern of my personal life, I am a person of continual improvement. Once I identify the gap in my life, or I face a downfall in my life, then I take a curve ahead, identify that gap, start working on myself, and then I take steps ahead in my life rather than constantly continuously learning, because I'm a lazy person in those ways. So in terms of my personal life, more than continuous improvement, I'm more prone towards continual improvement. So likewise, self-analyze, self-reflect about your own life and also your professional life, and see what pattern you have been following in both of those areas and what you can do while moving ahead. Because the right way to go ahead is not taking that one aspect, but a balance between the two, to have that stability and sustainability in your both professional and personal life. So have a balance of two, and I'm sure it will help you out in both your personal and professional life. That's it for today's video. I hope you learned some insights from the difference between continual and continuous improvement, and I'm sure you will be able to apply the same in both your personal and professional life, in your life and within your organization as well. So stay tuned for many more such interesting models, articles, concepts, stories and case studies related to management. I'll see you next week.